AFTV, we are live and looking ahead to the game today. Norwich visiting the Emirates, our first game at the Emirates. 4 games we played so far, Lee.
4 games.
4 games, and we ain't had 1 home game yet. I think people ain't really taking that into account. It's not an excuse, but it's weird, isn't it? And we played 4 games and not one of them been at the Emirates.
This is the one that I feel a bit funny today, because this is the one where you'd definitely be 100% going.
Yeah.
You know, like a lot of, you know, gambling mates and whatever, like, you know, and it's not happening. So it feels very, very strange.
Yeah. You're right, because it's at the Emirates, so we'd all be definitely there. We'd all be, and it's just like they're going to be playing in the Emirates. We won't be there. You know.
Yeah.
Also, with this game is the expectation on it that we're going to win. I don't think anybody sat in this room today is saying to themselves, "Oh, we're going to lose this game." But it's a must win. A must win. If we don't win this game, even you, Ty, will find it hard to be positive about this, because this is the type of game that there's an expectation on. I know you should never really feel like that, and they did give United a really tough game the other day.
Oh,
and also, it's a must win for. If they lose this game today, it's goodbye, isn't it? Goodbye for them in the Premier League. So, but we're waiting on the team selection. Just before we get into the team selection, very good news. And Lee did a video on it earlier talking about it. But very good news, and that's that Saka has signed a new deal. DT, your reaction to that?
Yeah, really happy. It puts to bed any speculation. You know, don't need to worry about it anymore, and people talking and vultures hovering. It's done, and we've tied down one of the best talents at the club. You know, it's a 4-year deal. When you think he's got a year left anyway, it's 5 years. So it means that we can, you know, worry about other things now. And it's really nice to have a day of positivity at the club. We'll probably lose tonight now, just to ruin the whole day. Let's hope not. Do you know what I mean? But
Saka gives the goal away. We're like, what's selling?
That's it. Take the contract off him.
Ever since he got the contract, look how he's been playing.
Oh, he only played well to get a new deal. That's it. Oh. But it's, you know what? Because we're hearing so many things, and it's, you know, the Mkhitaryan thing, and I think that that's beneficial to the club as well.
The Mkhitaryan, for anyone who don't know, that Mkhitaryan looks like he's going to be signing for Roma as well.
Yeah, and we're basically cutting ties, and it means that we're, you know, he goes to Roma for another year on loan, but they take care of everything, the wage, the lot. That's 200 grand a week off the wage bill. That's 10.4 million a year in wages. So we know we've made mistakes. We know we've got players that we need to get off the wage bill. And for some like this, we do have to cut the loss and say we ain't going to get no money, we ain't going to get 5 million or whatever. Look at the bigger picture, get them off the wage bill, get them out the door, and use that £10.4 million a year to go on other things, like Saka's new contract, like whoever, do you know what I mean, might be next. And, you know, we're hearing that, you know, Partey and Upamecano are 2 priorities this season.
That'd be great.
And so it's nice to see that side of it. Obviously, we've got to go and get it done, you know, because it's all well and good saying, oh yeah, you know, we all want a supermodel as a wife. You know, don't mean you're going to get it, do you? So make sure it happens. Do you know what I mean?
Winfried Twum with a message here. He's for you, Claude. He said, Claude, right, and in light of Saka signing today, and in light of you a few weeks ago being on my show and absolutely confirming that this is going to happen, he said, Claude, will Aubameyang sign?
Yes, definitely.
You're still sticking to that, yeah? Why ain't he signed yet then?
He'll sign, don't worry.
Yeah, well, what makes you, usually you don't seem as confident as you was the other day.
I'm confident he'll sign. I told you about Saka, didn't I? You agreed with me.
You told him about Saka. You said about Aubameyang, you said.
Yeah, that's and Aubameyang. I told you both of them will sign.
So you're still confident about me?
Yeah, definitely happen. Definitely.
Why are you so? How do you know?
No, I'm certain. I'm absolutely certain he's going to sign.
Okay.
Why?
Never mind.
What did I say to you in the podcast ages ago? And Troops has been the same as well. We both said it. Not worried at all.
About me?
Yeah. No.
Why ain't he signed yet then?
Relax.
How come Saka's
All
done?
good things come to those who wait.
Absolutely.
Relax yourself.
And
You know, a couple of weeks ago, you were like, "Well, Saka signed a new contract."
No, I was
Mate,
no. I wasn't
Listen,
stressed about Saka.
It will happen. There's been a lot of mitigating factors. COVID is one of them.
Yeah.
What's COVID got to do with it?
Well, because there's been other priorities and there's been other things getting dealt with.
Yeah.
You know, and we do need to look at the money situation. And most importantly, one of the big things that Arsenal are prioritising is getting people off the wage bill and getting rid of crap. You know, we've been paying 10.4, like I said, £1 million for Mkhitaryan. The only thing he's done is announce Aubameyang. That's it. So getting people like him off the wage bill is massive.
Do you reckon, talking of, you know, paying for people who don't do much, right? Ozil, what do you reckon today? Do you reckon he'll be in the starting 11? Because obviously we're waiting for the announcement of the starting 11.
Nope.
Do you reckon?
No, don't care.
I think he'll be at Fenerbahce next season.
Fenerbahce?
No, I don't care if he's in the squad. I don't care what. I want to worry about the 11 people on the pitch. I want to keep the positive mind and have the great day. I don't want the team lineup to come out and everyone's like, "Oh, but where's Ozil? He's on the bench, or he's this or that. He's got bad back or what." I couldn't give a shit. I care about the 11 players on the pitch. I'm sick and tired of going into a match and talking about somebody that doesn't have any effect on the game anyway. And I stick up for him more than anyone on this channel.
Got United fans jumping on.
Oh, there we go. That's fine. Have you noticed the pattern with Manchester United fans? It's like they're watching their own team play, like last night. Greenwood scores, and the first thing that comes out of their mouth is Martinelli.
Well, this Prem Prodigy says, thoughts on Mason Greenwood, and are you happy we smashed up Brighton last night? I've got to say that
I was
Brighton
more
game,
impressed with.
I've got to say, well done. You know, it was a good performance by United, but I have to say that was one of the biggest wavering of the white flag I've ever seen in a Brighton game.
And the second
they played with
You
no
can
intensity.
say that, Robbie. You can say what
No,
you can say.
cool. I'm not belittling United's performance, but I just felt watching that game that they obviously said to themselves, we're going to concentrate on the Norwich game at the weekend, because if we win that, we're more or less stay up. They left out Mopé, who's their top scorer. They left out. Yeah, I mean, honestly,
Look at the way they moved the ball around, Rob. Look at the way they moved the ball around.
Yeah,
United. Listen, Fernandes has made a big difference, and if that's anything, that shows Arsenal that we got to go and buy quality.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because you've seen the difference of Fernandes.
One signing.
How much did he cost? How much did he cost, Robbie?
50 odd million.
Exactly.
50
million
has changed Man United's fortunes. You know, they've got a very, very good chance now of getting into the Champions League because of
they
that
could even
one
get
signing.
third for me. I think they could get third.
Let me just ask you this. Camille says, guys, firstly, what's your opinion on the Saliba issue? Also glad that Saka signed on the dotted line. You don't want to see Balogun leave a club. That's another one who could leave.
No, absolutely not.
He's a potential star.
He'll be signed.
And we could see another Gnabry situation. Sorry?
With Balogun, just be patient with it. He will sign a new contract. Just be patient.
Oh, you're confident in everything, isn't it?
I am.
Right.
And in terms of Saliba, fair play to Arsenal. Time we acted like a big club. Why are we going to give them £2.5 million for one game? Sorry, but that deal has expired. All right, everybody's been affected by COVID. So if St Etienne really want him that badly for that one match, they're asking us to do them a favour and loan them back our player with risk of injury for one game, and they're saying, oh, and we still want the £2.5 million for the 17 appearances. How about you go and fuck yourself? You ain't getting that. Sorry, and on top of it, St Etienne refused to go by the reprogramming structure that they've got for Saliba, which is, you know, from his injury and that. And they've said you've got to follow, you know, the rehab program with our medical guys and whatnot. And they said no. Let's say Arsenal did turn around and give Saliba for that one game, and he got injured and was out for 3-4 months. What then?
Exactly.
And we have to pay, and they want us to pay 2.5 million for that privilege.
I was arguing with my brother about it the other day, and I said, Arsenal, we don't owe them any favours.
We don't owe nothing.
We bought this player, and like you said, supposing he comes and he gets injured, that is the last thing
Exactly.
You know,
if they was to waive away the fee, then fair enough.
Yeah,
if they
we
waive
even,
that away,
we even offered Lee.
Why would we give them 2.5 million?
Because when we loaned him at the start of the deal, there was a clause in the loan deal which said if he starts 17 games, we pay an extra £2.5 million. He started 16. Right, and the reason why that's put into a loan deal is so that your player that you loan to him doesn't spend his whole time on the bench. He's actually playing, progressing, and doing what he's supposed to do on loan. Obviously, COVID stopped football when it did, and he was stuck on 16. He would have gone way past the 17 if the league would have been carried on and whatnot. Yeah. But the loan deal's finished. Arsenal are not contractually obliged. He's an Arsenal player. Arsenal have openly said, you can have him for the final, there's no issue, but you've got to waive the fee, because we're not paying nearly £3 million for what? And they turned around and said no. And the other thing that Arsenal said is that he's in a rehab programme because of his injury. You have to follow the rehab programme and get everything right.
Let me give you the team for the game today. The team is out.
Why you got to be grin on your face?
Right. The team is out, and this is the team to play Norwich tonight. In goal, Martinez continues, obviously, Leno's still out.
Please don't.
Mustafi, Louise, Kolasinac, and
Bellerin.
Ainsley.
Maitland-Niles.
Bellerin. Not Maitland-Niles, not Cedric, Bellerin, Tierney, Xhaka, Danny Ceballos, Reece Nelson, Lacazette, and Aubameyang. That is the team tonight.
Okay.
So a lot of changes in there. No Pepe in there.
I think they're looking at tonight as being the one they can rotate a bit.
No
with
Saka.
what we've got coming up.
No Saka in the starting lineup, even though he signed that new contract.
They signed that contract now and they ain't going to play him.
You know, let me just run through the bench. On the bench is Macy, Troops, who's not here yet. But no, on the bench is Macy, backup goalkeeper, Socrates, Rob Holding, Cedric is on the bench. Right, so Cedric could make a start tonight. Maitland-Niles, Willock, Saka, Pepe, and Eddie Nketiah. So that is the team. What do you guys make of that team? I mean,
taking a risk. I'm going to say that now.
No Pepe in there.
No Pepe, no Saka.
No Pepe, no Saka. Two players that have been playing very well.
So
but Reece Nelson gets his chance.
Kolasinac playing further forward then, because you named Tierney there.
I'm wondering if he's going with the two up front.
No, where's Kolasinac playing?
Playing at the back like he did the other day, so it'd be three at the back.
Three at the back by the looks of it.
Bellerin and Tierney would be the wing backs.
Yep.
Oh, right, yeah, okay, yeah.
Well, no, Mustafi's in as well.
So it'll be
a back three of Mustafi, Louise and Kolasinac.
No, Tierney would have been a
No. So I think this will be the formation. Martinez in goal, then a back three of Mustafi. Oh, it's just gone past me, you know. Mustafi, Louise,
and
Kolasinac.
Wrong.
No, Tierney will be the third
Tierney
one.
will go in the back three. Kolasinac will go third.
He went in the back three last time, didn't he?
Remember? Kolasinac played in the back three last game.
No, Kolasinac goes there and then he drops back. Kolasinac was the further forward one. And then Saka played as the further forward of them three. All three played in the last game. Tierney's the one who drops in. He has done, even against Manchester City when we got sent off. Tierney was the one that dropped in. I mean, he's played that role at Celtic as well. Right. I don't mind David Luiz there.
Xhaka, Ceballos and Tierney and Nelson. Lacazette and Aubameyang. So what do you think the formation, in the midfield then you think, so it'll be two wing backs in Bellerin and...
It's a 4-3-3, but when we attack, it's like a 3-5-2.
I'll tell you what, Troops ain't going to be happy with his team because he was like, Ainsley's got to play. Well, even you said, anyway, when he was doing that preview, even you said you think Ainsley should be playing.
I did, but then I also said that I think Bukayo should be rested as well.
Yeah, Bukayo's been rested, but I'm saying Ainsley, I thought he played well.
Yeah, he done really well.
We've got a tough game. Remember, we've got a tough game Saturday,
but will that game on Saturday be starting with Bellerin or probably be Cedric? So remember, Cedric's on the bench. It's looking to me like Ainsley's probably more in there for the midfield today. You know, because the bench...
I think whoever you put out today, we should beat Norwich.
Hopefully.
Come on, it's Norwich. Bottom of the league. Come on.
Well, let me give you the team again. Martinez, Mustafi, David Luiz, Kolasinac, Bellerin, Xhaka, Ceballos, Tierney, Nelson, Lacazette and Aubameyang. So Aubameyang's back as well. And as I said, Socrates, Holding, Macy, Cedric could make his debut today. First time he's even been on the bench, so that's good. Maitland-Niles, Willock, Saka, who signed a new deal, Pepe, and Eddie Nketiah. So
what's the attacking three? Reece Nelson,
Lacazette, Aubameyang.
3-4-3.
Opportunities for Nelson and Bellerin.
So they're going to play.
I don't know why, but I've never heard Reece Nelson's name.
Are they playing Nketiah wide then, or
No,
playing
he's
on the bench?
Nketiah's on the bench.
I'm just trying to.
So Reece Nelson wide.
Reece Nelson will play on the right hand side, Ogbra will play on the left, and Laka through the middle. It's a 3-4-3.
I'm just trying to see Norwich's team at the moment.
But then when we're in a defensive way, then one of the midfielders tucks in. And you can even go to a 5 at the back. This inverted.
It's quite an attacking team.
It is, but it's Bellerin playing, man. You know what? I'm only hoping that maybe he's resting Maitland-Niles or someone.
I think it's because we've got Wolves.
Who's the midfield? Is it Saka, Ceballos?
You can take a few chances of going like this, can't you?
Is Torreira on the bench?
Let's hope so.
Norwich
No
come on.
No Torreira on the bench. No Ozil on the bench either.
No Ozil. And this is about the first time that nobody's like even spotted that straight away. It's like no Ozil, not even on the bench. They said he had a back injury, and the other person who's missing is Guendouzi.
Yes,
not even on the bench. What does that tell you? He must be on the way out, isn't it? By the looks of it.
Listen, back the manager.
That's
man.
3 games.
If that's what he believes.
There's a swap deal going on with Thomas Partey, apparently.
Allegedly.
Mate,
You reckon?
we signed Thomas on having a party. Do you know what I mean?
I'm trying to find the Norwich team. I can't get the Norwich team. But what am I? Are you guys happy? Are you guys happy with this team?
Yeah,
Here's the Norwich team.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
Here's the Norwich team. It's Tim Krul in goal, Max Aarons, Ben Godfrey, Alex Tete, who's their captain, Jamal Lewis, Tom Tribal, Kenny McLean, Lucas Rupp, Emi Buenda, Todd Cantwell, and Timai Pukki up front. So that's more or less their strongest team that they've gone with.
He's really out of form, isn't he? Pukki? He's out of form at the moment.
Pukki, we know where it goes already, right? Every time a player's out of form, they come, play Arsenal, bang a goal. This guy, Michael says, no Ozil or Guendouzi, see you later. Guendouzi is definitely looks, and Jake Aram says, why is Bellerin starting? He's a joke. It's a big game for Bellerin because not even just the threat of Maitland-Niles, it's now the threat of Cedric.
Yeah, he's got.
Who's interested in
I tell you what, with Guendouzi's taking a big gamble now. If he
but we don't know what's happening, do we?
It's a big gamble because
Yeah,
it
we
could
don't know
turn
what's
out to be.
He could turn out to be a top player, but like, you've got to have discipline, innit?
Or he could turn out to be.
There's obviously something wrong there.
It's a gamble.
First of all, there was discipline problems under Emery. Now there's discipline problems again. There's something's not right here. Something is not right. Kahir says Gwen's gone, lads.
I wouldn't say that. We don't know what's happening, do we?
What was that thing he was put on the? Was that a joke there? They put him on the Leicester website or something. Did you see that?
I heard something like that, but I'm not too.
Of course it's a joke. It's
a lot of people seem to be. Warwick says Bellerin, WTF. There's a lot of people who don't seem to be happy. Trini Guna says Bellerin is slower than Claude.
Oh, what does that mean? That's not nice.
Tomic says, why Bellerin? There's a lot of people here reacting like that, saying, Rita says Reece Nelson deserves his chance. Yeah. Mateus. Oh, he's another United fan. Bruno.
What do you want?
Settle down.
Oh my gosh, man.
Settle down.
They're so obsessed with us. What's that film Obsession with Idris Elba?
Alex Turner says no Ozil. No Ozil. It's
concerning.
The Ozil thing, you were saying earlier about Mkhitaryan. Like, it's the same thing with Ozil, isn't it? This, to me, is worse. You know.
But then they might be just doing a deal with a club to get him off the wage bill, and Arsenal might be looking to cut their losses.
I think
in the long run it would be more beneficial.
I've said this. To me, we should cut our losses. Come the summer, pay up. Try and come to a deal where they pay up as much as that contract as possible. Let him leave.
Yeah.
It's not benefiting. It's ridiculous, isn't it?
I think what they'll do a sort of a loan deal with for his final year with Fenerbahce, where they share the wage.
Yeah,
something like that.
It's now that you're not expecting. I didn't expect him to be in the squad today. I think now fans are getting used to him not being in the squad. So,
yeah. And the thing is as well, I think Arteta's made it pretty clear, in some of the words that he said indirectly about the situation, that he doesn't feel that Ozil's pulling his weight or doing what he needs to do to be pushing to get in the squad.
He could do a Gareth.
Cantwell to replace him.
He could do a Gareth Bale, you know.
He's a decent little player, but without being disrespectful, I want better.
He's better.
He's not.
He's better.
No, at the end of the day, right? If we want to automatically transform, if we brought in a Partey, for example, and we need a goal-scoring midfielder and somebody that can actually do it, then you look at someone who's available, like a Coutinho. Yeah. Then that's ready-made.
Yeah.
You know, that's the kind of level that you want to go to in that respect. And, you know, we hope that maybe laying in bed with these agents, as they say, might actually be beneficial, because we all know who his agent is, and it's David Luiz's. So unless that's how we got that deal done, all right, we'll sign him if you get him, or listen, it is what it is, isn't it?
There's a lot of people saying that you're wrong, DT, and that Tierney's going to be playing as a wing back. Chris says, DT, you're wrong. Manny says, nah, Tierney is a wing back in this game.
Come back when you see.
Right? So there's a lot of people suggesting that. But we'll have to wait and see. You are right. They were interchanging the other day. So
that's what I mean. And Tierney has been predominantly the furthest back. Kolasinac played ahead of him against Sheffield United.
Yeah, Martin Bush is saying Kolasinac was the third centre back in the last game against Sheffield United.
No, he wasn't.
Tierney was the wing back, and so was Ainsley.
Kolasinac was not playing as the centre back.
I thought Kolasinac was playing as a centre back.
Kolasinac spent more time forward. He was in the middle against Sheffield United, and Saka played as the furthest forward. All three of them. Yes, he did.
No.
He was
If you notice, that's where. Do you remember when he made that foul? Remember when he made that foul? That when he'd stop, he was right in the middle. Yeah, he's right.
But we remember when he made the hash of the ball that came back into defence. Where was he playing?
I think they were interchanging
we were in a defensive mode.
They were interchanging a lot as well.
Interchanging, but I think it started off with Tierney as a wing back.
You got to remember, we were defending.
You always know. You always seem to want to know it. You always think you know it all.
I'm not saying I'm going by what people are saying here. I'm going by
I'm convinced that he played as a left-side defender of the
Don't ask Robbie about management, man.
The people have spoken. The people have spoken.
Yeah, here we go.
Right? You man's created your own competition.
Yeah. All right.
We want an apology. Me and Robbie want an apology at the end of this game.
Yeah. I just feel, I do feel that Kolasinac was playing, you know, when they started off.
They interchange.
When they started off, it did seem to me that he was playing as a centre back.
They interchange, which is good.
Interchange, yeah, but where did these, when the game started, where was Kolasinac playing?
Oh, Robbie, I don't really care, man. Go and buy some shorts.
Oh, what a hater, man. You know what I mean? A lot of people say they think it's going to be a 3-4-3. Right, so that's what a lot of people are saying the
whatever we put out, we should beat Norwich. Come on.
We should do. I mean,
bottom of the league. 3-0, 3 or 4-0 today.
Robbie, I've got to echo what Lee says. It's going to be very, very strange to have a home game and not be in there.
Yeah.
It's really, really...
Funny enough, I went past it today, but when I walked past the pins and there's no one outside, so it don't seem...
Yeah, there's nobody, all the pubs are shut.
Then I went past the ground, and as well, not one.
It's very
tight.
It is going to be strange.
Is this going to be one of the first times
you're
actually in time for
kick-off? Proper security to stop people playing.
They'll probably have that later on. I'll probably now.
Robbie, this is the first time he's ever been on time for the kick-off at a home game.
Well, his time is better than Troops. That's for sure. I mean, he's got the worst timing of all.
Hey, there's one person worse than him.
Who's that?
I literally done my thing, bro.
Kelechi's actually here.
No, that's true.
No, Kelechi actually beat him in.
Oh, they must have joined up together.
Look, round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause. Come in. Round of applause. A round of applause for Troops. Thank you so much for making it.
Nice of you to join us.
Nice of you to bless us with your presence.
What was it today? Which child was being the demon?
Mind your business.
Who got robbed today? Which woman?
Yeah, who got robbed on the way in the Uber?
Anyway, let me give you the team.
I know the team.
Never mind it. It's gang business. Gang business.
Do you remember Uncle Albert in Only Fools and Horses? Always had them stories.
Gang business.
Well, anyway, Troops, here it is. Martinez,
I know the
Mustafi.
team, bro.
You know the team. Louise, Kolasinac, Bellerin,
Yeah, I know.
Xhaka, Ceballos, Tierney, Nelson, Lacazette, Aubameyang, Macy, Socrates, Holding. This is the bench. Cedric, Maitland-Niles, Willock, Saka, Pepe, and Eddie Nketiah. Now, we were saying, not only is Ainsley not starting, probably he won't come on as a right back or right wing back anyway, because Cedric's on the bench. And so we probably expect to see, so if he does get him, we're probably more looking for him to come on as a midfielder. So, but what do you think of the team? No Pepe in from the start either, and Reece Nelson gets his chance.
The only thing that, I don't know, man. No Saka, no Pepe.
Saka's on the bench.
Saka's played every.
It has been a lot of games, hasn't it?
Saka I get, but no.
And even Pepe, last couple of games.
Like, come on.
Yeah, but you know what?
And he's playing them as a right wing back.
Maybe.
Because it's looking like a 5 at the back.
Maybe though.
3 at the back.
There might be a
You know what I
positive.
mean, though, 5.
Yeah.
There might be a
So
positive
why?
to it.
So why is it
Think about it. Bellerin might be playing today because he ain't going to play against Wolves and Tottenham.
bullshit? He'll fucking play again, bruv. He rested him for FA Cup.
I think if anything, it would more be Cedric. He might.
Maybe.
If he comes in and he has a good performance.
I ain't
It's a
happy
very
with that,
difficult
blood.
game coming Saturday.
I can understand Pepe coming out. I can understand Saka coming out of the side. Yeah, I can understand those.
Why is Bellerin in the team?
But Bellerin shouldn't be playing.
Why is Bellerin in the team?
Listen, we've criticised Arteta every time, and like the last couple he's got it right, so I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
No, but he's never got Bellerin right, okay? Every time Bellerin's been in there, he's done fuck all, blood.
Yeah, but
And everything,
Chelsea?
every time we've been attacked,
Chelsea.
oh, you're picking one game from a whole season, what we fucking do, blood? You understand?
This is the problem, Robbie. We don't want one performance out of how many.
I can name
Did you
nothing for
see-
Ainsley. When Ainsley was in there, every game was on point. The Chelsea defeat was on point. The Man United win was on point. When he went in then, it was on point. Every other team he played, he was on point. What Bellerin was on point one game.
Yeah, did you see
He's
what,
got nudes
did
on
you
Arteta.
see what Arteta said?
He's got nudes on Arteta,
See
blood.
what
He's got
Arteta
something on
said. What did
Arteta.
he
How's
say?
the you in the team?
When speaking about Cedric, he said Cedric
Nah, it's a joke,
is a
bro.
gifted technical player and is probably the best we have in
Yeah,
the
I would
final
say,
third to make the right decision and attack the box as well.
No, bullshit.
So that's what I'm saying. That shows you that when it does come to who's going to get that wing back position,
That he's already thinking past Bellerin.
he's thinking past Bellerin.
Which
So that's
is-
what I'm saying. With Ainsley, I think it's more now we're looking at him
As
more in the
backup.
midfield role.
Oh,
Back up in the
he ain't
midfield
gonna
role.
get in the midfield. He isn't.
This is bullshit.
This is the thing. Ainsley made the biggest mistake by not wanting to play in that position anyway, because he could now be an established first choice right back at Arsenal.
Bullshit.
He could be, there are no questions over it. He had the perfect opportunity. There was nobody fighting for that place. Bellerin was out with an ACL. He had a free run at cementing a place in the team. You know, and it got that bad that we were putting Socrates out there. You know, that's unforgivable. Ainsley has made a massive mistake by doing that. He should have knuckled down, got on with it, dealt with it. Look at Saka. Prime example, he's a winger. But he was asked to do a job.
He's
Kolasinac
played
got
everywhere.
injured.
He's played left
But that's
back.
what I mean.
He's
Kolasinac
played
got
number
injured.
10. He's played left
Tierney
wing.
got injured. Arsenal turned around and said, "Can you do a job?" No problem. Let me go and do the job. Went about his business. Now he's reaping the rewards. But all Maitland-Niles cared about was constantly like, "Yeah, I'll play there, but I want to go to centre midfield. Yeah, but I want to go."
Yeah, but what's wrong with that? He wants to play in this position. Every time he played there, he done a good job.
No,
so what's the problem? When they said to him to play there, he was on point.
When midfield and done a good job.
Right back. When they said to him play right back, did he not do a job?
No.
Did he not do a job when they said to him to go right back?
When Arteta first came,
he was fine for me, blood.
When Arteta first came, he did, but his
Fucking
attitude
bullshit.
was wrong. Before Arteta was here,
Bullshit.
Ainsley
Bullshit. I'm not hearing nothing. I'm not hearing nothing. It's bullshit. Bellerin shouldn't be in the team. I'm not hearing nothing.
You tell me.
It's pure bullshit. It's pure bullshit, blood. How is Bellerin in the team? Seriously.
Justifying his
Every time we played this season, what's he done?
We're only playing Norwich.
He wasn't.
What do you mean Norwich? This guy's getting broke up by everybody we play about Norwich, blood. The guy will play Luton Town and get broke up, blood. Are you serious, man? Come on now, man. Nah, being real with it, blood. Even my team will beat, even Barnet will beat their blood. Let's be real now, fam. You understand? Like, come on, bro, man. Bellerin shouldn't be in the team. If you're gonna play someone, play Ainsley. If you're saying Tidget wants to be the main right back, cool. I'm fine with that, as long as it ain't Bellerin. Put Ainsley before Bellerin.
Alright.
Come on, imagine Campbell sitting there like this. Yes. Bellerin. Yeah, I'm gonna have fun with this brother today. You understand? People see him and rub their hands, bro.
Wish he was playing for us.
I'm being real with it, blood. Them man, they'll target him, blood.
You know what I'm telling?
Nah, bro.
Right? Against Sheffield
When
United,
they see certain man, they're like, raw, he's
there was
playing.
hardly
Okay.
any attacks
You understand?
on our right hand side against Sheffield United, was there? Right?
And we were busy down
And why was that, bro?
What I want to look
Why
at.
was that?
What I'm saying is, I want to look today
Bullshit, fam.
to see whether Norwich start hitting that right hand side.
They're gonna hit it.
Because if they do,
They're gonna hit watch.
then that shows that even Norwich have targeted Bellerin on our
telling you.
right hand side as being the weak spot.
100%.
Sheffield United looked at it and were like, boy, that ain't a weak spot. We can't use that as
That's
a way
why they
of
went for the
around
long
it.
ball.
So they tried other
went
options.
for the long ball.
But if Norwich look at that today and go, all right, cool, and in the first 15-20 minutes, all we see is balls going down that right hand side, then you know that even Norwich have looked as that as our weakness.
All right, I'm gonna run through the team for the last time, and then
That's
we're gonna
pissing
come
me
off the
off, you know.
stream. Then we will be back at 5:45 when we start the live watch along. Right, so let me just run through the team again. It's Martinez in goal, Mustafi, Louise, and Kolasinac. Actually, looks like they're going to be in a back three. Bellerin, Xhaka, Ceballos, Kieran Tierney, Reece Nelson comes in for the first time since the break. Lacazette gets back in the team, and Aubameyang will be hoping to get a couple of goals tonight. Hopefully he can start moving out a scoring chart.
Big game
And then
for
you've got
Lacazette.
Macy, Socrates, Rob Holding, Cedric, Maitland-Niles, Willock, Saka, Pepe, and Eddie Nketiah. That is the team, and that is the bench for tonight's game. Quickly, just before we go off the stream, predictions, result.
2-0.
2-0, Claude?
3-0 Arsenal.
3-0, Troops?
3-2.
I got it right, didn't I? I got it right, didn't I?
And what you go with?
5-0.
5-0.
Yeah.
Clean sheets all around apart from Troops.
Okay.
And
I got it right the other day.
They're going to score.
we'll be back at about 5:45, right? So make sure you check it and we'll do the watch along with us. Remember, you can reset so that you're right in sync with us. We know we're slightly behind the game, so sync up with us and watch it with us.
It's like a minute.